and it's their intrinsic
And then, this food basically robs.
sound, visual, sound like girls, some Latino girls too, who making money twerking. So they stealing our culture. They're stealing it, turning it into what we should have made it in the first place and making money from it. And then they're slowly pushing us out. Slowly pushing us out. Look at all these white artists coming in. Look at all these white dancers coming in, taking over, slowly turning our stuff into theirs. So these corporations and companies, these record labels, already making way more money off of hip hop and the culture than we are. It is making them more wealthy while destroying our culture, but not only that, our community is destroying everything. And they are poised right now to take over hip hop completely, as far as who the frontmen are, who the main people are, and they putting out all these artists that's basically taken away from, hip hop being created by African Americans. So as I said, they're going to make everything that we do derogatory, and everything that they do positive and good. It's going to win Grammys, it's going to win awards, and we get this dumbed down, watered down hip hop. I mean, you had artists, Nas, Tupac, Lauryn Hill, people who was talking about stuff, who was saying positive things and stimulating your mind and making you think. Even Rakim. You had certain artists who did say stuff, even though there was gangster rappers, they at certain times would say good stuff. These artists are gone. They're not out there no more. You got some people who can put stuff together, but as I said, not big time major artists. And now we got artists like, we go from Tupac and Nas and people like Lauryn Hill, which is why Lauryn Hill is not in the game no more, because she's tired of this crap they trying to make her put out when she want to stimulate your mind. People like Merkabah also want to stimulate your mind, but they forced to put out this Illuminati crap, or this whole, this deceptive music, deceptive images. We had that good music coming from Tupac, coming from Lauryn Hill, coming from Nas. Now we got, Fetty Wap, Trap Queen. I'm in love with the Coco. You got videos showing us doing exactly what they think we do, cutting up coke on the table. Disrespecting our women. Everybody is in on it. The mom in on it. And then you got white people who look at this like, how the hell can they have these music videos where the mom is there? Grown-ups around. Black grown folks is in on this whole, you cool with this dude cutting up coke in your house? You okay with what's going on? So they look at us totally different. This is adding on to the stereotype. And you get these arguments. I was just in the argument. If you go to my video called the, The Ignorance of the Black Muslim, I want you to read the one comment that this white guy left. I responded to, and somebody else responded to. It should be in the newest comments. This is recent. Just go read what he said. I would put it up here. I probably still do. But read what he said, because you probably won't be able to read it on this screen, and I don't want to read all of it. Just go read it for yourself. Because this is what they think about us. Now, he was saying something to the effect of how, Negro communities is about violence. Every race is scared to go into the black community and this and that. He was saying some stuff that I said nothing about, about Jesus being black and all this and that. Some of the stuff he put in there, I have no clue what he was saying. He's just, to me, a racist person ranting due to his ignorance. But this is what they think about us. And it's because of what they see on TV. They have this whole perception of black people. And it's sad because, it's no excuse today. Back then they may have got us because we didn't know what was going on. But today it's too much information out and too many people can see, what's going on. All the black artists who come out to try to tell us the truth disappear. Prince is gone now. Prince dead, gone. Michael Jackson, gone. Tupac, gone. So, we can see people like Jimi Hendrix, Bob Marley, who trying to put out the truth, they disappear. So as I said, when you are real with yourself, no matter how much you enjoy hip hop music, Because as I said, I'm gonna keep it real. I love hip hop music. Even the music that's gangster music that I'm talking about, it sounds good. I mean, I don't need the stimulation to fulfill some of these things they talk about. I'm successful, I'm okay. So I would never follow this stuff. I'm a lyricist. I like lyrics and words. I like people to say stuff to stimulate my mind and make me think. So I would never listen to some of this music that's out now. I don't even know what's really out, except for when I'm driving down the street and I hear people banging something. I'm like, what the hell is that? You get what I'm saying? I'm like, what's going on with the music? And I get a lot of, people who I knew in the industry used to contact me for talent. I was sort of like an A&R. I found talent, I put talent out there, I put together their press kits, I put together their whole, everything that the A&R would need to shop to the label, and I shop artists around. That was my thing. But, I first started out with gangster rappers and then moved to conscious rappers. But like I said, when you get to a certain point where you realize that one, and this is for anybody who wants to be a rapper, if that's what you're thinking, I'm gonna tell you now, excuse me. If you think that you're just going because of your talent, walk into the game, it's not going to happen. You need money. It's going to take a lot of money. One of the things I've seen and dealt with when I was in the music industry is people who just don't want to invest the money in themselves. It's going to take a lot of money. And a lot of people don't have this money. The labels want you to already look like you signed and famous before you even get signed and famous. They're not just going to they're not going to sign you because you sound good. I mean, Soulja Boy should have proved that to you because he's garbage. His music is garbage. A lot of these cats who come out is garbage. That should tell you there's more to it than your talent. You have to have the money, one, you have to have the connections, two. There's people who got the money but not the connections. People got the connections and not the money. You get to a point where people want money. It's going to cost money to get this stuff on the radio. It's going to cost money for the promotion. It's going to cost money to shoot the right video, to get the right camera and equipment to shoot a professional video. As I said, people put out mixtapes. They put out songs and music for a fan base of 20, 30. For what? Why would you waste your time putting together a CD to hand it out for free? That's another thing that's stupid. Sell it, because a person would respect it more. And I'm talking to people who are conscious rappers, not anybody who out here spreading this garbage that's destroying the community. A conscious rapper, you better off going indie, independent, by yourself. You can get a label deal if you want and get raped, or get a distribution deal and put your music out. Look at the boy Hobson, who is killing. He got a lot of positive songs he put out that's good, but a cat's not gonna really touch him. I don't know who he really working with, but the boy got skills. He is one of the nicest rappers out right now who putting out, good positive music. And we need more artists like that to put music out, coming at these frauds. One of the things that Dick Gregory was talking about, how he don't hang out with any celebrities because they all frauds, and basketball stars and stuff like that, he called them all frauds. A lot of these people don't realize how they're being used to destroy us, their own people. And then the ones who do still don't care because they're getting money, they're getting paid. They sold you out. Some don't realize it, most of them do. And it's what you got to understand. If you want to be an artist and in this industry, you are basically saying, I want to sell you out. Because if you think you're going to come in and do your thing and it's going to be cool, I'm seeing black artists want to be famous so much, they throwing up the horns, and they doing a 666 and all that. They doing all this stuff because they want to be down. They think this is going to get them the attention to get into the game. So they saying basically, I'm willing to sell my soul to get a record deal. That's how desperate some of these cats is. They don't even know what they're doing. They don't even know what's going on and how stuff works. There's a lot more to it than what you think it is. And it's one of the reasons why I didn't want to deal with it no more. So what I want you to take away from this video, I know it's not that long. As I said, I did a video called The Calculated Destruction of the Black Man and Woman. I go into music a little more than that, plus other stuff you need to see. So you can watch that, or watch just the excerpt I have on the trap of hip hop music and movies. Another video I have on my channel you can check out that I went into a little bit more in those videos. But what I wanted you to come away with in this video is that, hip hop is a weapon that has been deployed against us years ago. It has destroyed the black community. And it has made us think that we are something that we are not. We are not this culture. It's not our culture. It's not something you should be proud of. It's something that you should be trying to escape from and become successful. Now, when I talk to certain people, some people, I mention my own personal story. Like I told you, earlier about my mom and everything like that. I'm not ashamed to talk about that because my mom came out of her situation and, we're all doing good now. But, it's something that I wanted to share with people so you can see that even though you may live in poverty, you may not have much. It's possible. Like I said, if I can come from where I came from to where I am today, anybody can do it. Anybody can be successful. Anybody can have their own company, work from home, do whatever they want to do, go to college, be working towards a PhD, have multiple degrees, a law degree, all the stuff that I've done because of what I went through, my upbringing. And I lived in that culture. I glorified that culture along with everybody else because I didn't know, what it was doing, but once I got the education, once I got the knowledge and I seen it, I didn't just, turn my back on it and pretend that, what's going on is not going on. I stopped listening to the music. I literally stopped. The hip hop music that I do listen to is like old school. I listen to some Pac. I ain't gonna hold you. I listen to a couple Biggie songs. I love Lauryn Hill. Lauryn Hill is one of my favorite artists of all time. She brilliant. Listen to Lauryn Hill. Mostly classical music that I listen to. I listen to, classical music is good. I know a lot of people gonna say, oh, it's boring, it's gonna put me to sleep. Well, good if it do. Because it's gonna stimulate your mind while you sleep. Listen to it. And then after you finish listening to it, read a book and understand how you're gonna go right through that book fast. Because your brain is gonna be stimulated. The music really works. Studies, as I showed in the video, has been done on Beethoven's music and how it stimulates the brain. That's why they told you to let your baby listen to classical music in the womb. Put the headphones over your stomach, stimulate their brain. This stuff works. But I grew up listening to old school music, listening to jazz, listening to Al Green and, Teddy Pendergrass and Michael Jackson and Stevie Wonder, the Temptations. I grew up listening to all that music. So I still listen to that stuff today. I still listen to that same music. It's good music. The content is good. It's something that you can sit back to and groove on it. Bob Marley, Jimi Hendrix was amazing. I mean, this is the stuff I listen to, and, to each his own. As I said in the video, I can't make you stop listening to hip hop music. I can't say don't listen to it. You're going to listen to it regardless. But if you have the knowledge and understanding of what it's doing, not just to you, but to the community, then, act accordingly. Don't let it make a decision for you because you're trying to live, some hip hop lifestyle. You're trying to, mimic the music, or you're trying to be cool. Just be real with yourself. Like, don't let this stuff destroy you, because there's a lot of people. Remember, as I said before, remember Dave Chappelle, when keeping it real goes wrong. I mean, it's so many people that has happened to. Trying to keep it real, trying to live the culture, trying to impress people, and it turn on you. Some people lose their life, some people end up in prison. And for what? At the end of the day, when you're sitting in there, you look back at what got you here. It's stupid. You stepped on my shoe. Another personal thing I'll talk about, I actually got in trouble. I got arrested coming out of a club. This was years ago when I was in the Navy. Stepped on some guy's shoe and said sorry, brushed it off and everything. And this dude still wanted to fight me because I stepped on his shoe, because he was in front of two girls. And I ended up breaking his arm and his collarbone. Yeah, and I got arrested for that and almost got a record, but I was in the Navy. So, I got off on that, but stupid stuff. I remember sitting in that cell being mad at myself. Like, that's stupid. I can't believe I got into a fight. But really, I was defending myself because he swung first. But I can't believe I let it, go that far because of something so petty. Anywhere else, I could have got shot and killed. It could have turned into something big. And I was there with family and friends, but a good thing it didn't escalate too big. But the cops was there. They actually seen the tail end of it, and they came and arrested both of us. So it was something I got arrested for. I was just like, I remember sitting in there like, what the hell? It's stupid. It's stupid. Like, some of the stuff that we do is crazy, and it's because of this culture, because of this hip hop lifestyle. And as I said, the Black community is not going to change unless the music change. So unless you get these artists to change their content, which you can, or stop listening to them or talk against it. Be real with yourself and what you really want for your community, because you got to grow up in it. You got to live in it. I moved out. I left it, and I don't like going near it unless it's going to go, to visit family. And then I don't like doing that too much because it's always something to go on the block. It's crazy to be visiting family, you hearing gunshots, and it's like, what the, nothing don't change. And as I said, with all the cops killing us, we can't be killing each other. And the last thing I want to get into is our relationships. We let the hip hop culture control our relationships. This is why Black people can't stay together in a relationship, because we let the culture, we let the whole hip hop culture, everything that goes with it, drive the relationship, trying to be cool. You meet a person being fake, you go to the club, you meet a girl or wherever you meet this girl at, you go there and meet her not being yourself, trying to live up to this culture and be something that you think she wants you to be, trying to be cool, trying to impress her. And it's this culture that you meet, you meet this person bringing this culture with you, thinking this is what she wants or he wants. And it's downhill from there, because if you got friends who like going to the club, then you was going to the club all the time with them before you got into a relationship. Now when you go to the club and you post videos on Facebook and this and that about you out with your boys or you out with your girls, it creates a problem. And that's the purpose of Facebook. One of the purposes, it really destroys relationships. I don't know how some of these relationships survive with Facebook, and men get jealous. So a girl can't be on Facebook posting a picture looking all sexy and she got 80 man likes and comments and stuff like that. What do you think your boyfriend or your girlfriend is going to think about that or feel about that? How are you in a relationship and you posting videos twerking? So, the culture destroys the Black relationship. It's like, as I said, it's one of the things it's designed to do. So while you're in these relationships, trying to be cool, trying to live a hip hop lifestyle, hip hop, be a part of the culture, you creating a separation, you creating a distrust between you and your boyfriend and girlfriend. So now since you gangsta and you about this music and you down with that motto, it creates a separation. See, white people got shows like, How I Met Your Mother, and they had shows like Full House and all these other white, Everybody Loves Raymond and all these other shows to help stimulate them as far as what they believe a relationship should be. Mike and Molly, you got all these white couples who's staying together. We get empire, as I always point out. We get empire. As I said, I struggled with, what does it mean to be an African American when I was young? It was TV shows like Family Matters that really woke me up to show me that, damn, we can be positive Black people and be successful and live normal, or what I felt normal was, excuse me, not so much as what white people was doing, but what I thought normal was, like a mom and a dad and going to school and being successful. Shows like Family Matters and The Cosby Show, The Cosby Show was kind of like far-fetched to me. These shows showed me that Black people can do things, and we don't have shows like that today to show a positive image of Black people doing something, as far as, loving our women and being together because of this culture. So it's almost like corny now, like being in a relationship, Black people, and then loving each other and going all the way. It's almost like that's boring, that's corny. And that's the way this culture has taken it. Like, I love seeing when Black people get married. And we need to see more Black people get married and showing that kind of commitment. So now, this is a video I wanted people to definitely come away with the sense of the culture of hip hop. As I said, I put out videos before that really get into more about this. The video I put out, the calculated destruction, the Black man and woman, and the end part 2 of that, is get more into the whole hip hop thing. So I wanted you to really get how this is a weapon, how it could have been something that we could have used as a positive tool to basically, uplift, to stimulate the Black community and give us a weapon against their oppression. But instead, they took that weapon and turned it against us, and it has been used against us, since. And, it's still being used against us. And it's something that we gotta be real with ourselves and take a step back and say that it's not right. And for the people who sit in these communities, scared to go outside and worried about their children and what may happen, worried about their future, what's going to happen. You gotta really, you gotta let that demon go. And that's hip hop. You gotta be real. You gotta say, I'm gonna either support this music and be cool with the way the community, is and the way it's gonna be because of it, or take a stand and be uncool and say that this ain't right. It's affecting my child, it's affecting my community. Got the girls twerking, kids twerking, boys fighting and selling drugs and wanting to be nothing but musicians, rappers. Don't want to be anything else. So we're gonna have to step back and say, Jay-Z cool. I like Fetty Wap. I like these artists, but what they doing, their lyrics, it's not right. And if we can't get something better, then I don't want nothing at all. And we gotta realize that these labels control these people and what they put out. They can't put out what they want to put out. I mean, just think about that. I mean, why are you putting out music that's only degrading? I mean, by now, you have to have caught on to the fact that we don't have this music. A lot of people just think that we can't put out good hip hop music, positive hip hop music, that it's going to be corny, that we can't put positive hip hop music to a beat. And I think Hobson proved everybody wrong in a lot of the tracks that he put out. It's possible. We can still put out positive hip hop music to uplift the community, still, being able to dance and party to it. So it's not that we can't do it. It's just that the labels don't want it. And that's not what they want to put out to the masses of Black people. They don't want to put that image out that we can be something more than what we are. They don't want to stimulate you. So this was my video. And I have, if you didn't subscribe to my new channel, Merkabah Vision, here's a link. Please subscribe and check it out. Also, I have a website going up called therealmerkabah.com. What's going to be called themerkabah.com. Not sure yet, but I'm working on it now. Started part 3, Saturn, Satan, and God, Nature, Reality. That's going to come out. But also, I've heard a lot of your requests for DVDs. A lot of people want DVDs. Can I put the videos on DVDs and put them out? So I'm working on that now, on trying to get the videos put on DVDs. I also have a lot of videos that I recorded that I never put out. And I have things that I left out of the videos, the final cut that I put on YouTube, that I probably put that kind of content and stuff on the DVD. It's probably gonna be like, 4 discs, 3 discs, 4 disc DVD with a bunch of stuff on it that I probably put out on a website. The book is coming. I mean, they put me through so much crap to get this book out, but it's coming. And, it's a lot more coming, a lot more videos. So, subscribe to the new channel. I will let you guys know when the website is up, and I'll see you guys next video.